aggressively buying and loading Nvidia. Now, everyone's investment kind of risk appetite is a little bit different. Let me kind of break down exactly what I'm looking at here on Nvidia. I'm looking at potentially Nvidia breaking all-time highs this year in 2025. I want to be a part of that run. I believe in Nvidia, I believe in the chips, I believe in AI, I believe in what is potentially going to happen. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Where we're at right now might be a little bit of a risky spot to kind of load, being that, we're flirting with trading over under this 50-day weekly moving average, the 50 SMA. We've got some more support down at 110. I like a buy zone adding DCAing down towards 110. Again, if we start to break down below 110, I'll have to have another, chart talk and kind of go over where potentially I can find some more opportunity in what the next level would be. It might be close to the $90 range. But the thing is this, each time we've got below this linear regression, you can see we don't spend too much time down below it, 1-2 weeks max, and then we kind of go on a run. And for example, this run here back in August of 2024, we were down below this linear regression line, how we're down below this linear regression line here. And you can see we went on a run from lows of $91 all the way to 130. So this is a $40 gain here. So we're talking about making, you're almost doubling up your money. Okay. Again, you put $1,000 in, you're taking 500 out, right? So you're taking, 50% of a profit gain there. If we were to just do that same narrative again, 10,000 in for 5,000 out is not a bad, or excuse me, is not a bad double up, right? Or half the double up, the 0.5, right? 50%. So again, what I want to do is I want to be involved in those moves. Okay. So what I'm saying is that if you could potentially, snag this, anything below 120, I think it's a good buying opportunity. Your next resistance is going to be somewhere up here closer to 130. Again, if we get up to 130, I wouldn't be buying closer to 130. I'm going to want to see, does it pull back once more? And if we hold a higher low off that pullback, I'll add one more time there, closer to maybe 120 to 121, 122. And ultimately, my price targets to start trimming a little bit of profits would be closer up here towards 140 and then 150. And then I'm going to hold that running bag essentially all of 2025 for the break over 153. So this will be a little bit more of a quicker swing trade to take profits into these resistance levels. And then I'll hold that running bag all of 2025 for the new highs. And I'm looking for 200 plus on the actual stock. Again, right now, it's not like it's just Nvidia that's down. There's a lot of things in the market as a whole that are down. I think it's a great buying opportunity though. Again, you're never going to get rich buying all-time highs. Okay. It's not going to really happen. Where you get rich is in the trenches, is when you're aggressively loading when people don't want to buy. And it's human nature and it's human psychology that people, they want to wait for more confirmation. They want to wait for, oh, well, maybe I'll wait for the market to turn around before I start buying in. But by the time you do that, you're already too late because you've missed a big portion of the move. So let's kind of look at the daily chart, right? And the reason why I say it's a little aggressive to start buying here is because we're below the 200-day moving average. So typically when you're below the 200-day moving average, the chart's very, very bearish, okay? And if I was to kind of look at the previous swing high all the way up here at 150 down to the lows, and I kind of pull up let me pull up a Fibonacci here. We could pull up a fib, give me 1 second. If I pull this fib up from the high to low, from this high to low, you can see here, adjust this a little bit. You can see that we've kind of lost that golden pocket, and we've tested it today where we tested that golden pocket, and it's kind of finished with an inverse hammer candle. So this is kind of telling you that we're going to see lower prices, which is fine because again, going back to that weekly chart, let me take this off because I have enough crap on the screen as it is. What this is telling you is that if we stay below the 200-day moving average, we're going to see lower prices. And if you're looking to make a big bag on Nvidia this year, you want lower prices, right? So as much as it's going to pain you to kind of sit through a lot of this, you want to see lower prices. And some of those lower prices that you want to look at is, again, aggressively anything below 110 you want to aggressively start to add. If you can pick up Nvidia by a shot in the dark. Again, we had AMD earnings today. They sold off AMD. So we could be looking at a big gap down tomorrow on Nvidia maybe. That could be a good buying opportunity. But if you can get Nvidia at a price of $90 a share, ultimately you're talking about doubling up your cash by the end of 2025. If we do go into a bull cycle here in 2025, especially on AI across the board, which is what I'm kind of expecting, you could essentially double up your cash, 10,000 in for 10,000 out type of deal. Okay. And then that's very, very good. Obviously 50,000 in for 50,000 out, ending with the year with $100,000 in gains, or $100,000 balance, $50,000 in gains is a very, very good move. So again, there's going to be multiple opportunities like this throughout the year. Again, Nvidia is one of the strong suits. I day trade it each and every single week. It's one of the best stocks that I like to personally day trade, along with Tesla, but I want to aggressively be buying as well. So I'm doing a lot of things with my trading strategies and how I'm managing my personal books and portfolios this year to be able to allow myself to make more money this year in 2025. Because when there is blood in the streets and there's a lot of uncertainty, and with Trump taking office and the new administration, he's moving very quickly. The man has been in office for 2 weeks, and he's done more than I think Biden did in 3 years. So with that being said, he's moving very quick. There's a lot of headlines on a day-to-day basis. The tariff thing, again, China's the most recent one he's going to be having a meeting with, because they've put a 10% tariff on the United States. So there's a lot of things. We got a 30-day hold off with Mexico and Canada for those tariffs as well. So again, there's a lot of things shaping up. There's a lot of things that he's doing, which is causing a lot of uncertainty in the markets. But I want to tell you one thing. Trump prides himself on what he did for the markets. And what better way for him to pride himself on what he did for the economy, aka the markets, is if the market does sell off a little bit more. And then when it does rally, it's such a huge rally, right? But the thing is you're not going to want to be buying into a lot of these names when we're taking out 153 and then we're finally starting to push up, because you would have missed a $40, $50 off each share that you could have already been accumulating in times like this. So again, when times are uncertain and times seem hard is when you want to be doubling down on your conviction. That's how you get ahead in this game long term. Again, for the short term, it really doesn't matter. You can day trade in and out of these things on a daily basis. But if you want to add a little bit more, a little bit more finesse and a little bit more, extra S's to that bag, right? You can definitely, start adding some of these longer term swing positions, right? So again, let me just give you the levels here. I do think we see lower prices on Nvidia. Anything below 110, I'm an absolute buyer. I want to load up a little bit more bag there. If we do happen to get down into 90, I do want to add very aggressively at 90. If this thing wants to turn around from here, that's fine. If we never get down to 110, that's okay. I'll just hold the position that I have here and see how much I can ride this up before I take a little bit of profits in this mid-range here, because I know it'll pull back once more. I want to take a little bit of profits here, and then I ultimately want to hold about 75% of my bag through 153 and beyond. But I do want better prices. I do want 110, and I would love to get $90 on this thing. I don't know if I'll get that, but anything below 110, I'll just be dollar cost averaging the whole way down. That way I can take advantage of the move. I hope this video helps you guys. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight, but I just want to drop a little knowledge on how I'm going to be playing Nvidia this year. And I'll probably just do regular updates on my buy zones and where I'm looking to actually stand off and where I'm actually looking to hold, because in all honesty, I think the better informed you are, the better decisions you're going to make financially. So with that being said, I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. I haven't really done content on stocks in a while, but I'm going to start doing more of it, because quite frankly, with the whole prop firm craze and futures trading craze, so many people are interested in trading prop, but you got to understand where I come from. I come from the equity side of things. This is what I love. I love stocks. I like trading futures. I make money trading futures. I think it's a good supplemental income, but like, this is what really, drives me home is getting in and out of these options plays on a day in and day out or week in and week out basis on on equities, and actually starting to swing trade a lot of these names that I do love to trade at bigger key levels for bigger potential profits, right? So with that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.